We are in Acholi land. Yes, we have a story that was written by Caroline Lamwaka, and she's talking about chameleon, how chameleon avenged his father's death. Once upon a time, deep down in the land of Acholi, there lived a woman who was so beautiful. She was so cute. She gave birth to very many boys. And then she gave birth to only one girl. That girl was called Aya. Now, Aya in Acholi land means someone, a girl who has been born among many boys. Now, time came, this Aya and the mother wanted to go and visit people, because back in the days, there was no means of transport, there were no cars, no bicycles. So people would trek, people would move from here as far as wherever you can go. You spend some nights on the way, and you spend days on the way when you're tired. Now, Aya took time with the mother to go and visit their relatives. They packed some food, they packed some water, and they packed whatever they could use on their journey, going home in the village. So as they were going, they got so tired, they ran out of water, they ran out of shelter, they ran out of food, and they decided to sit down under some tree. They lost all the energy, they could no longer move. Now, Aya came up with a plan and said, Mommy, let me move around in this village. If I could get anyone who could help us, it would be the best. Back in the days, like I told you during Alira's story, animals could speak, animals could sense, animals could understand a few things. So Aya sat down and started talking to herself after moving and failing to find any home. She sat and she was like, oh God, I wish I could get someone who could help me. I wish someone comes up here and give me some water, because I'm dying of thirst. As she was still speaking, a little squirrel passed by. I was like, hey, young girl, what are you doing under this tree? Why are you so lonely? What is it? Then she was like, I've been moving, looking for some water to drink. I and my mother are seated somewhere, but we're so thirsty. We really have nothing to eat. That's why I'm moving around the village. And then the little animal said, hey, what's your name? And then Aya told him that, oh, I am called Aya. Then he was like, okay, so if I give you my water, what are you going to do to me? What will you do for me in return? Then I just said, no, Mommy has a very nice price to give anyone who can just give at least some water and I to drink. So the little animal went to the mother, and he talked to the mother, and then the mother just said, if you are able to give me any little bit of water to just at least drop into my tongue, I'll give you my daughter as a reward. She will marry Aya, that beautiful girl. Aya looked on, but she had no option. Because they already made a deal that whoever brings them water, she will be able to marry them. Now, this little squirrel, since it was very small, it could not do much. It ran and went to some other animals and started telling the animals that, you know what, there's a prize, there's something happening to the other side. There's a lady with a daughter. They're looking for water, they're so thirsty, and they said, should anyone be able to give them water, that very person will marry the daughter, that very girl Aya will be the wife. So all the animals came, they gathered, and within a short period of time, the elephants, the giraffes, the lions, the buffaloes, the cheetahs, all the big, and including the hippos, were all around. So everybody came and they started. Then the elephant was like, I have to be number one. I am the strongest among all these animals. I have to be the first to make sure I get water for the family. So what the elephant did, the elephant went and started stamping his feet, stamped the feet. The more he could stamp, the more dust would come in, And then he got so frustrated and tired and said, oh God, I've failed to win over this girl. Let someone else take on. The buffalo came, did the same thing, no water was coming out. The rhino came, did the same thing. The rhino almost got the water, but nothing. It was all over dust. The whole place was full of dust, the whole area was full of dust. So the woman said, no, this is too much. If you cannot help me, please let me just die in peace, because I am so thirsty. You've been stamping the ground for the whole day, strong as you are. If you animals are so strong like this and you cannot bring out water, then what will other small animals do? The monkeys came and tried scratching and doing whatever it could, nothing. Then there was a little animal that is a chameleon. A chameleon came by and said, Ma, can I please try? And then all the animals burst into laughter. They were mocking the chameleon. Look at you, slow and tiny and ugly as you are. Your feet cannot even carry you as fast as it can. And then you're here saying you can give us water? It's impossible. Forget about that dream. And then the animal said, please, let my mother-in-law try to give me a chance. And everybody again laughed. All the animals were like, chameleon, are you out of your senses? How can you call her your mother-in-law? Have you already got the girl? It's impossible. You're not going to marry this girl. Forget about it. Now, what the chameleon said, no, if mommy can give me a chance, I'll try. So the chameleon was given a chance. It came and started stamping its feet, singing, saying, La nyani nyon nyon nyon, la nyani nyon nyon nyon, la nyani nyon pinky quer, la nyani nyon pinky twelve. So meaning, you girl, you're brave, keep on stamping, keep on believing, keep on moving, you can do it, we can do it, And then started saying, and what palajui, atwero nyono pi, atwero nyono kanya, atwero omopi, meaning I am the son of Lajui, I can stamp this place, I am magical, I can bring the water out, all kind of, the chants that Chameleon did, the water started, coming out, the water started boiling up and the sound could be heard. All the animals were like, what? How can this tiny little animal do this? They pushed away Chameleon. The elephant again came and started stamping, knowing very well that the water is almost reaching. The elephant tried as much as he could. Nothing came out. The water again disappeared. Again, Chameleon was pulled. The woman said, please let Chameleon try. At least he had tried. He was almost there. Indeed, the Chameleon sang the same song and the water came up. The woman fell into the pool of water, drank as much as she can, put some in her pot, and then she was very happy. And indeed, she handed up Aya to Chameleon to be his wife. And all the other animals were dying of jealousy. Let's listen to part 2.